Hi there and welcome to Connecticut Style. I'm Teresa LaBarbera.
And I'm Jocelyn Momenta. Thanks for joining us.
Coming up, excitement is building for the Connecticut International Auto Show coming to the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford this weekend. Today we'll tell you about Ford's new safety options and new programs designed to keep teen drivers safe.
And I recently got a cooking lesson from Executive Chef Tony Mavuli from the inn at Villa Bianca. Look at those amazing rack of lamb. He's going to share with us that terrific recipe.
Looks good. Plus later on we'll show you how veterans were recently honored in our state.
And we'll tell you about Holy Joe's Cafe, a nonprofit group giving the gift of coffee to our troops overseas.
So Lori Dufresne and Halia Ladinsky are Facebook friends, and all of you watching,
sit back and relax.
You're having lunch with style.
I used to stand in a corner and not talk very much so people wouldn't see my teeth. Aspen Dental really changed my life. I'm talking at parties more now.
Now get low monthly payments with no interest for 18 months. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
20 minutes after you quit smoking, your blood pressure decreases. After 2 days, your chance of heart attack drops. And 1 year after you quit, your risk of heart disease is cut in half. But right now, you're a heart attack waiting to happen. Every cigarette makes you sick. Quit smoking today.
On November 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, radio and TV stations around the country will conduct a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. This special test will be similar to the test you hear and see each month and will only last about 3 minutes. After that, regular programming will resume. When you receive the test alert on November 9th, remember, it's just a test. In the meantime, please help me spread the word to your friends, coworkers, and family members that this is just a test. And thanks for your help.
Before Allegra, I was constantly fighting indoor allergies. After Allegra, I found peace.
Only Allegra combines fast, non-drowsy, 24-hour relief of your toughest indoor allergy symptoms.
And it relieves my outdoor allergies, too. After Allegra, I have it all.
The countdown to the Connecticut International Auto Show continues. It starts this Friday at the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford. Today we're going to focus on teenage driver safety. Jim Fleming is the president of the Connecticut Auto Retailers Association and is joined by Vanessa LeBlanc from the Ford Company. Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you both here.
Thank you.
So Jim, for people that might not have seen you on Connecticut Style, tell us a little bit about your association.
Yeah, the Auto Association represents all of the new car dealers in Connecticut, about 250 of them. And we employ about 12,000 people in the state, and you know, all of these dealerships are all family-owned businesses, so we're glad to have them as members, and we try to provide them with benefits and services as well as running the auto show.
And we have a big car show. It starts this weekend.
Absolutely. We're very excited about it. Stuff is already starting to move into the Connecticut Convention Center, and we have lots for families to see and to do at the auto show, as well as looking at some great cars and technology.
Fantastic. And we're here today, we're talking about teen driver safety, and you're with the Ford Company. Tell us a little bit about some of the way Ford is keeping kids safe.
Absolutely. Ford is really putting a priority on safety now, so they're doing that through educational programs and also through the introduction of technologies like Sync and MyKey. So
tell us about MyKey, because this is pretty cool.
MyKey is a programmable key, and essentially it's every parent's best friend. So they can program it through the vehicle, and once that teenager uses the key into the ignition, certain restrictions are set.
Okay.
So that includes everything from the radio won't turn on until the seatbelt is buckled.
Wow.
The radio can also have a max volume, so kids can't, you know, blare their radio and rock out. There's also a max speed, so parents can set the max speed. So it's really peace of mind for the parent once their kid gets behind the wheel.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
it would have been helpful when I was 16. All right, so let's talk about 3 areas when it comes to teaching kids safety behind the wheel?
Okay, so Ford last spring announced a $1 million 30-city expansion of their Driving Skills for Life program.
Okay.
So that program now travels across the country and visits all sorts of high schools, and we set up a safe driving program in the school parking lot.
Oh, great.
So it focuses on 3 different driving modules. So we have a distracted driving, where kids learn that they cannot text behind the wheel.
It doesn't work.
It does not work at all. There's also an impaired driving course where essentially they have fatal vision goggles on, and they try and navigate a course that way.
Okay.
Again, does not work.
No.
And the third one is a vehicle handling course where they are actually spinning out in a vehicle, and there's a professional driver sitting there with them, teaching them how to handle that spin out.
Wow, that's great. They have a safe environment to make these mistakes in rather than on the roadways.
Absolutely. And they walk away, kind of realizing that they're not invincible,
right.
which is really the message that we're trying to send.
They take a lesson away with them. Let's talk about some of the safety equipment we're seeing.
Sure. So last year in the new Ford Explorer, we introduced rear inflatable seat belts.
Are these like life vests? What are these? Sounds pretty cool.
They look and feel just like a typical seat belt.
We have pictures of it right now.
They look and feel just like a regular seat belt.
They do, okay.
And when that vehicle makes impact, not only does it do what a typical seat belt does, so it keeps you kind of grounded within that cabin, but it also spreads the force of impact across the chest, stabilizes the neck, stabilizes the head. So it does a couple different jobs.
And it's so important, I think, because sometimes people even forget to put the seatbelts on in the back seat.
Absolutely. And, they've been tested on adults of all sizes, children of all sizes, so they're really a great investment in the vehicle. They do.
Good. Now, Jim, we have a little bit of time left. Tell people why they're going to want to check out the auto show this weekend.
Well, in addition to seeing some of the technology that Vanessa just described, we have a full line of vehicles that are there from all of the different manufacturers. And nice thing about an auto show is that there's no high-pressure sales because you're not allowed to sell from the floor, but you can compare and contrast great vehicles, look at this new great technology. And if you decide you want to buy something, you can go to your local dealer and make your own deal at your hometown store.
That's great. I mean, you could ask the questions that you need to and gather all the information and see all the different varieties.
Yes, and the manufacturers send out their experts as well, so that's always nice to go in and talk to them about the special features of each brand. So I think it's a great time for people to come out and take a look at a car.
Terrific. Sounds like a fun family day.
Yes, it does.
All right, let's put all the information up on the screen. We do have a lot of it here. The Connecticut Auto Show is happening this Friday through Saturday. Go to conautoshow.com. And for more information on the Ford Driving Skills program, go to drivingskillsforlife.com. And as a reminder, you could still enter for a chance to win tickets to the Connecticut International Auto Show, plus a $50 gas card. Just go to ConnecticutStyle.tv to enter. Vanessa and Jim, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Jocelyn gets a lesson in cooking from Chef Tony Mavuli from the Inn at the Villa Bianca. That's when Connecticut Style returns. Don't go anywhere.
Some events just can't be missed, like the 57th Annual Anniversary Sale going on now at Cahood Rug Stores in Orange and Guilford. In celebration, we're offering you deep discounts on our entire showroom of all fine hand-knotted room size and power-loomed rugs. Plus, all staircase treatments. Pricing something on the net? We'll match it. Be sure to ask about special savings on all room-sized rug cleaning, just in time for the holidays. The Cahood Anniversary Sale going on now at Cahood Rugs, Orange and Guilford.
The next generation Da Vinci SI robot-assisted technology is now at Middlesex Hospital, where in the hands of our skilled surgeons, it's taking minimally invasive surgery further than ever before, including a treatment for lung cancer and a revolutionary procedure for sleep apnea. Best of all, it's putting patients at ease, with less scarring, less pain, and less time away from the activities they love. Middlesex Hospital, technology with a human touch.
It's time for the country to cut loose. The CMA Awards with performances by country music's best and a special tribute to Glenn Campbell, hosted by Brad and Carey. Live tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
I met Henry after an accident left him injured and hopeless. It was not his fault. If you've been injured in an accident, I won't stop working until the job gets done. That was my promise to Henry, and that's my promise to you.
We love having Executive Chef Tony Mavuli, the owner of the Inn at Villa Bianca, on our show. I recently got a one-on-one cooking lesson from him. Take a look. The Inn at Villa Bianca in Seymour has made a name for itself as Southern Connecticut's premier wedding venue. For more than 30 years now, the Inn has been hosting wedding couples working to make their special day one that they will remember for the rest of their lives. Joining me now is Executive Chef and owner Tony Mavuli. It's always great to have you with us, Tony.
Always nice to be here.
And that was a beautiful picture of that wedding couple dancing there.
Oh yes, the place is beautiful. Always stay on top. We stay with the last trend, the remodeling. You know, we make the place like it's the first wedding you were there.
So is that why you think that it's so popular for wedding couples to get married there?
Always popular.
Always popular. Take a look at this picture, Tony.
That is the Assai ceremony we just did.
That's beautiful.
Like I said, this brand new, we just happened this past spring. So also we do the English garden this past spring. We're redoing all the Assai this winter. So always we stand it to the last.
You have so many locations for the receptions, and we're looking at the pergola.
Right now is the pergola. The pergola is very, very popular because you got two things both sides, in and out. If it's got a bad weather, you put the swings down,
yes,
and you are protected if there's any rain. But it's protected like.
How many people can you fit?
In the pavilion, you can put about 450 people.
And you've had big weddings like that, haven't you?
Oh yes, it's very popular. It's a motto book for next year. So why you're popular is very simple. We got a beautiful place, easy access, but also the most important thing is the service and the cuisine. We pay attention to everything. It's nothing going out over there without me to see. I cut every piece of prime rib to you. I oversee everything. I cook everything. So
yes, he does.
So
now,
everything.
Talking about cuisine, what are we making today? You already started a little bit here.
I started because the time is very limited.
Yeah.
So we're making rack lamb for Christmas season. And this is nice French rack lamb, which you braise a little bit in the fry pan like this.
And you can find this type of rack of lamb easily at the grocery store?
Yes, yes. It should be no problem at all to find.
And if you can't, should you just ask the butcher for it?
Sure, they can do it. Normally it's coming already pre-made.
Okay.
So what I did here,
so you browned it a little?
I brown a little bit, interface, you put them in the fry pan. You see these aluminum foils?
Yes.
It's nice if you cover them up this way, they don't get scorched when you put them in the oven. So this is beautiful dinner for four. You can have some potatoes.
What kind of potatoes? Any kind of potatoes?
Any type of potatoes.
Okay.
You make roast potatoes. You dump them in, all fresh vegetables. It takes about 20 minutes here in the oven, about 425, 450.
425 for 50 minutes, right?
Right.
Okay. You're adding asparagus?
Asparagus, any type of vegetable you can put in. So you stick them in the oven.
And do you have to watch it much? You just stick it in there?
You don't have to watch, you stick them in the oven, it's beautiful.
You cover it?
And now we got another one ready here.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
And look how beautiful.
So you didn't do anything to the lamb except for browning it, correct?
No, wrong.
What did you
I rush into that. I brush in with the...
You brushed it with?
With the mustard, salt and pepper, and fresh rosemary.
Okay, so this is what you did before you browned it.
Right, before I put them in, and then I roll it with the breadcrumbs.
Oh.
And give a nice texture.
Very good.
So always, yeah, because of the time is limited, sometimes
now
we rush into
lamb,
that.
how should you cook it? Should you have it a little bit rare? How do you like it?
Lamb should be medium rare.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Right
so
now
we
take a piece. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And let's also
look how beautiful.
Yes, and we also have some great events coming up this month. You have the Thanksgiving luncheon.
Yes, Thanksgiving
Monday,
luncheons,
November
and
21st.
also you have a couple of combination parties for small companies. It's called combination party. We supply DJ everything. They come in and enjoy themselves. Even we put a couple different companies together, 20 people, 30 people, but it's going to make a big party. It's very successful. I think it's December 9 and December 16.
Very
so
good.
Anybody interested in very, this type of Christmas party, 10, 15, 20 people, call in advance because it's very popular.
And what about the Thanksgiving luncheon? Do you need to call for reservations for that?
Thanksgiving lunch normally is organized by just senior citizens, things
Okay.
like that, yes. You can't call direct to us, you have to call the organization.
Okay, very good. Of course, all that information is on your website
Right.
as well as our website. New Year's Eve, you've got a big bash
yes.
coming up.
New Year's Eve, we got the fun bags.
What do you
Funny
do?
name, but
Yeah, that is a funny name.
look like they are very, very popular.
Fun bags.
Very popular because as soon as we put the word out, a lot of people start to call you. We got quite a few reservations and now we're almost half full. So.
Also, something you do every month is this porchetta dinners.
Yes, I miss
first
in the
Thursday
rest. I
of the
miss a
month.
lot of friends because I'm in the restaurant business all the time. And in fact, we will be open restaurant sometime in March. It's called the Tavern right next to the Villa Bianca. We're going to have a live grand opening, hopefully.
Looking forward to that.
And we do porchetta dinners, and the first Monday of the month also we do get-together dinners. So I invite brides, friends, everybody.
So first Monday of the month is get-together dinners
Right.
for brides
Right.
and their friends. And then you also have the porchetta dinners, which is the first Thursday of the month. Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
And beautiful, we cook porchetta all pig, but we don't let it loose.
Okay. Take a look at this lamb. It is just perfection.
Always, when you come in book wedding, you can ask it for me. I will take care of you. You guarantee you the food is very good all the time, 100%.
That's right. And all you have to do is contact Tony at the Villa Bianca and see more. The phone number right there on the screen, 203-735-4883. And the website, of course, villabianca.com. Come in and
Thank
taste
you.
the food. And
Thank you.
This is wonderful.
Very
Thank you
good,
very
thank you.
much. It's wonderful to
You're
have you
welcome.
as well.
Thank you.
Don't go away. There's more Connecticut Style right after this. I'm going to have some more.
Please.
Okay.
Broken utility poles in Meriden, left dangling for days, and people say nothing's being done about it.
News 8's Aaron Logan is on the scene in Meriden where people say they don't feel safe and that no one is listening.
Well, we are listening, and we're digging deeper for you.
News 8 had their back and got some answers.
Mayor Rohde followed up with News 8 again. He says he just spoke with CLNP and that there will be a crew on the way.
Who's got your back? News 8.
When we switched our car insurance to Amica, I knew right away we'd found something special. My wife called for a quote, and when she got off the phone, she said,
Okay, I'm impressed. They explained everything. When you call Amica, we'll take the extra time to ask questions, find out what you really need, and explain your options. Making sure you have the right coverage is just the beginning of a great customer experience.
So the next day, I tell this guy at work I'd switch to Amica, and he says,
Great company. They found all these ways to help me save money.
Call Amica now and ask about our driver rewards program, accident forgiveness, and all the other options that can give you bigger savings and better protection.
So about a year later, I got into an accident. When I got to the body shop, that guy told me,
Oh, you're with Amica? Oh, they're the best. Oh, yeah, they're really going to take care of you.
So call Amica now and make the switch. You could save a lot of money on auto insurance. Call 877-78-AMICA.
You want something different? Something better? Call Amica.
Last weekend, more than 3,000 marchers stepped out for the Connecticut Veterans Parade, the largest in all of New England and one of the biggest in the country. The colorful parade honors the dedication and sacrifices of our servicemen and women, and it's a way for all of us to express our thanks. Joining me now are Linda Schwartz, Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs, and Laura Saul, the Connecticut Veterans Parade Communications Director. It's great to have you both with us.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How large of a group are we talking about when we talk about our Connecticut veterans?
We have over 277,000 veterans living in the state of Connecticut today. We're one of the larger
populations, but one of the smaller states. So
and we
it's
have programs in place to help our veterans.
Yes, we do. We are very cognizant of trying to have programs such as our military support program, which offers free counseling to all of our veterans who are either pre or during after deployment and their families. So it's and also we have one of the best stand-downs in the whole United States. We had more people. We had about 1,200 needy and homeless veterans come to Rocky Hill for help and finding home and services. So we do, outreach is one of the biggest things that we do, and we're very good at it.
And we were great at expressing our thanks over the weekend, Laura. How many people you think were out there for the parade?
Well, we know that we had close to 3,000 marchers, even after this long, hard week. And we had close to 15,000 spectators, which again, considering what we all went through, was a great thing. The weather was great. It was a spectacular day.
And we had some really special people heading up this parade.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about some of them. And that's our first one is our Grand Marshal, and that's Corporal Rico Pace.
Rico Pace, who is a World War II veteran, and he was at Omaha Beach on D-Day. He's 89 years old. He marched the entire parade, and he didn't get his power back till that night. He is a wonderful person, and he really represented a lot of our World War II veterans that day.
Commissioner Schwartz, were you out there as well?
I was. I have had the honor to be with Governor as we were walking, and I have to tell you that it did raise a lot of spirits because people were shouting out, "We've lost our power, but we wanted to be here." Oh. And so it was kind of a little relief for folks, but it was a grand day. Many units, many fine bands, and a lot of goodwill all over Hartford, Connecticut.
Let's talk more about our 4 honorary Grand Marshals now. We had Sergeant Jimmy Griffin of Waterbury.
And during the Vietnam War, he worked in the hostile fire zone in Korea training soldiers.
And we also have Lieutenant Colonel Harold Rochette
from Meriden, who was in the Air Force for 38 years, starting in World War II, flew over 30 missions. I'll tell you, very dapper guy. That's a picture of him today.
We also have Rear Admiral Sandra Stoats.
Well, we're very proud of the Admiral because she is the first woman to be the superintendent of one of our service academies, and she is a very fine lady. She brought a lot of wonderful floats from the Coast Guard, but she really is a good representation of the finest qualities of military women.
And our last one is Captain William Warner of Glastonbury,
who previously was in the Army, currently in the National Guard, is active, and served 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Very good. Thank you both for sharing all these stories with us and for reminding us that we need to say our thanks to our veterans.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. And coming up next, we'll tell you about how you can give the gift of coffee to troops overseas when Connecticut Style returns.
I knew that my teeth were really, really bad. I used to stand in a corner and not talk very much so people wouldn't see my teeth. It was ridiculous. Aspen Dental really changed my life. I feel so much more confident. I'm actually talking at parties more now.
Now monthly payments start as low as just $25 with no interest for 18 months on quality dentures and dental care. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
On November 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, radio and TV stations around the country will conduct a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. This special test will be similar to the test you hear and see each month and will only last about 3 minutes. After that, regular programming will resume. When you receive the test alert on November 9th, remember, it's just a test. In the meantime, please help me spread the word to your friends, coworkers, and family members that this is just a test. And thanks for your help.
If you've been injured in a slip and fall accident, I want to give you an important piece of advice. If you're able, make sure you use your camera or phone to take pictures of the dangerous condition. Once a repair is made or a substance is cleaned up, evidence is lost forever. With technology today, evidence can be preserved immediately. If you have questions, call 1-800-PERKINS. Jonathan Perkins Injury Lawyers. Get the power of Perkins.
A cup of coffee may not seem like a lot, but to our armed forces serving overseas, it can provide a taste of home, a place to relax, and a talk with friends.
That's right. Also a cup of tea. And Holy Joe's Cafe does just that. They deliver coffee and tea to our military bases, to all of our servicemen and women overseas.
The idea got its start by Tom Jastrzemski, who does community volunteer work with the Congregational Church in Wallingford. Welcome back to the show. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell us about the program. How exactly does it work?
Well, we send coffee to all the bases that have the troops right now. It provides a good cup of coffee. Place people to relax, decompress, talk with friends, and have a great cup of coffee.
And where can they get the coffee and tea? Where do you situate them?
Sure. Well, it's we send them coffee right through the chaplains, and different hospitals have it. Forward operating bases, we set up a community center. People can come, sit down, and it's just a focal point of the location.
Tom, you've served over 65 million cups of coffee?
Correct.
Not you personally, but the program itself? That's very impressive.
Yeah, we've been sending as much as we can. We have a lot of support through different community groups and companies as well.
Your coffee and tea are donated by?
We donated from Harney & Sons and also Green Mountain Coffee as well.
Which we're going to make right now. And you also, some of the Keurig pots are going overseas as well.
Sure, correct.
Tom, can I make you one? I know you like your coffee black.
Okay, sounds great.
Well, let's talk more about why it is that you're doing this. What really started all of this?
Well, back in 2006, one of our church members was deployed in Baghdad, and their chaplains were able to get a couple of used coffee urns, and they didn't have any coffee there, though. So the next Sunday, we brought coffee in and made some phone calls around, and you know, the companies have said, sure, we'll like to get on board. And we've developed a relationship after that, and been very lucky to have that.
And I think it's true. People really relax, and they're able to kind of think of home and decompress a little bit with a cup of coffee.
Sure,
we're relaxing.
Yeah, I'm making the coffee right now as we speak.
It's like American as apple pie.
It's true. So you have an exciting announcement coming up.
Sure. Well, we have donated to both VAs in Connecticut, the West Haven, as well as Rocky Hill. We're donating 20 pallets of K-cups, and that's worth 200,000 cups per location.
Wow.
So veterans can have a great cup of coffee.
Right. Remember our veterans. This
Absolutely.
Is Veterans Day holiday coming up. And how can we help?
Sure. Well, people can send a check to our church, First Congregational Church in Wallingford, and our number is 203-859-0031.
Also, Holy Joe's Cafe.
HolyJoe'sCafe.org.
.org.
All right,
Correct.
Tom, here's your coffee.
Thank you
We're
very
just
much.
about out of time. We want to thank
Great.
all of our guests for being here today, but most of all, thank you for watching.
Make it a great day, everybody. We're going to have our cup of tea and coffee, right?
Yeah, I got to make one right now.